the Salle County Board has entertained the idea to declare our county as a non-sanctuary. It is a mistake to further consider this agenda. To have been strategizing and proposing non-sanctuary, the same days the temperatures were -30 and -20 is shamefully out of touch. As a resident of LaSalle County, I have seen that we do not have the essential network and infrastructure to provide full aid and housing securities to the homeless. But what is the benefit of declaring that we are not a place of safety? All communities in our district are dealing with the reality that there are not enough resources budgeted to enact a comprehensive network of humanitarian support for residents or new arrivals. This is scary. But now is the time for us to reorganize to ensure we have the resources going forward for existing community groups to serve our area, working to ensure real food security and housing equity. A declaration of this attitude does little but whistle our unwelcoming nature or signal a disposition that we're hostile to folks who aren't from around here. We must abandon this insular idea of security that helps us ignore greater challenges when we have the abilities to change our infrastructure for the better. Assuming that no board member has met an asylum seeker, I will share this from my experience volunteering with a major asylum support and rehousing group in La Ciudad. These migrants are roughly my age and are just trying to have a life after being dropped in the middle of our winter as a joke. They were trafficked by a Republican governor adhering to conservative principles, intentionally trying to break our healthcare system, intentionally trying to overload our local governments. We know how bad February and January are in Illinois. Imagine if you were dropped outside 3 days before a major winter event with no place of safety and no resources other than the clothes you're wearing now. There are members of the county board who like to coin the word humanitarian as a palate cleanser. Members of this board want to hide behind allocation insufficiencies instead of addressing this greater problem. So to them and the entire board, I ask this: what are you doing right now to improve our immediate situation? How have the governments of this county reprioritized housing equity, food security, and access to services that assure quality of life? Our county is struggling after facing the reality of our unpreparedness for daily humanitarian services and our failure to provide emergency shelter in a state where damaging storms are increasing in frequency and severity. But I will reiterate that this is an opportunity to prioritize support for our community's existing nonprofits and mutual aid groups instead of voting on a declaration that will make people think we're racist. I am urging the county board to vote against this declaration as it is built on sensationalism masquerading as partisan policy, and I strongly advise the people of LaSalle County